Hi, everyone. This is Allison McDowell, Wrench in the Gears, and I'm just reaching out to give you a bit of an update. Um, so, I've been doing a lot of research over the past few weeks about this Crypto Skeptic conference that was organized by Stephen Deal and Darren Sang, and formerly of, or possibly currently of Adjoint. And sort of framing out sort of how I understand um, sort of within the information warfare space, how where the crypto skeptic narrative fits into the larger rollout of Web3 and smart contract life. And if you just take the time to sort of go through the folks and listen to what is not being said, increasingly I'm feeling like that very narrow focus on uh, crypto, Ponzi schemes, uh, racist NFTs, scams, like predatory behavior, greed, deregulation, like all of those things, which are all true, by the way, are really, if that is being advanced outside of the context of the planned creation of broader, perhaps better regulated, complementary currency exchanges, tokenized economics, tokenized governments, tokenized public goods, the structuring of those various tokens linked possibly to UBI and digital identity as part of ESG portfolios. Actually, the vast majority of the people who were involved in that conference have ties to sort of high level finance interest. And Adjoint, where Stephen Deal and Darren Singh, were associated with either currently, according to their LinkedIn's, or recently, actually had their offices in the John Hancock Tower in Boston's Back Bay. So these are definitely not outsiders. These are people who are sort of wagging the finger at the crypto bros so that the pendulum can swing back to some sort of like tokenized public good asset program. And so I had been pulling clips from the talks in these conferences, both for my own research and potentially sharing in an upcoming blog post, like 1 minute to 4 minutes out of sort of an hour or 45-minute sessions that were sort of key elements that I thought were important to share in terms of this narrative warfare structure. And so I've just found out today that Stephen Deal has like submitted copyright claims to YouTube. Now, this was a free conference, free webinar. In fact, like they're talking about like opening up their new think tank and asking for people to come participate in their guidance for emerging technologies. And like, oh, by the way, we're not going to like mention that all of us are connected to like the biggest, highest level financial interests. And so, yeah, so these copyright claims, there's like now two, I don't know, like ultimately I deleted all of those clips, which is kind of ridiculous. Like if your talks can't stand up to a bit of critique from a very well-informed person who understands about the decentralized space and blockchain ESG smart contracts and these Ricardian contracts that Ian Grigg is putting out, if you can't actually stand up to a critique, like why are you having a think tank? Like why are you even having this program? Like this was fair use, the clips that I was pulling. You might not have liked how I interpreted the clips, but it was in no way I was making money off of them. This was free content. And if anything, they should be glad that I was promoting their work, because it all included links back to the original sources for people to actually look at the whole pieces, which is what I always do. So that said, as my friend Cliff reminds me, something's happening, nothing's wrong. And so the world is what it is. And, I have all of our, the content, it's all backed up on hard drives and stuff. But it could be that my YouTube channel like goes poof like tonight or something if Google decides. I guess that's what happens when you mess around in the narrative storytelling of the big people. So it should be no shocker. I'm sure I have a really good Google digital twin already built up. Alphabet, I'm sure knows me really well at this point. But this channel could go away. Like it could go away within hours. It could go away in a day. Clearly, I'm on their radar, and I would just say it's very telling that if this is how I go down, so be it, because it would be very clear exactly what's happening with this fake fake program of critiquing crypto to advance digital public goods for ESG portfolios run by BlackRock or something like that. Like, because that's clearly where it's going to go on this tokenized economics and security derivatives and all sorts of things that these people have been involved with for a very long time, at least for the past like 6 or 7 years, and sometimes some of them back to the mid 90s. So again, something's happening, nothing's wrong. I would just encourage people to, we'll figure out something in terms of where to put out future video content. And maybe it's just time for this to be up with, Google Alphabet. Maybe it's time, just people have said before, time to get off. And yeah, so maybe this is the time to move along. And we'll figure it out. Jason's been out camping this weekend, so I haven't had a chance to consult with him about it. But I would encourage, just so people don't lose track of me, go and follow my blog, wrenchinthegears.com. You can also, if you want to, shoot me an email. I have an email list. It is also still Google. I apologize. I'm not trying to be creepy. It's the thing I started way back in 2014 when I started doing this. But if you want to shoot me a line to Timpsila, TIMPSILA at protonmail.com, I will sign you up for my email list, and we'll update you on sort of where you can find us next. And yeah, and you'll definitely want to keep track, because we're definitely going to California, and this road trip is going to be happening. So we'll find a place to host all of that content. But yeah, so now we have to go cook dinner. But please, let people know. I keep pulling back from social media, right? Like, buy Facebook, buy Twitter, buy Discord, buy this. So we have our discourse board where you can find us, and the blog, wrenchinthegears.com, and or shoot me an email. Again, Timpsila, TIMPSILA at protonmail.com, and I'll get you on the list. So yeah, so let's see how it goes. And if I've been disappeared, you can thank the crypto skeptics for that, right? So that should tell us all how this game is being played. Very interesting, very interesting. So I'm just going to call it a night. I got to go cook dinner, guys, but talk to you later. Bye-bye.